My entitled boss fired me to save money, so I accidentally cost him his entire company. The first time I realized my boss had completely lost the plot, he was standing in the middle of a conference room, screaming at 6 people who were all trying to fix a disaster that he personally created. And the best part is that he still didn't have a clue that he was already finished. At that moment, he actually thought he was winning. He thought firing me, the one person holding his entire house of cards together, was his smartest business move ever. The thing that destroyed him wasn't some complex revenge plan, it was just his own massive, fragile ego. But I am getting ahead of myself. Let me back up. I was a project coordinator. I worked for this software consulting firm that handled major corporate accounts. It wasn't glamorous, just fixing broken processes and keeping things moving. My boss, Greg, was the exact opposite of invisible. Greg demanded to be noticed. Every meeting was a performance for his benefit. The team was actually incredibly talented, but Greg treated us like entries on a spreadsheet. His one true love was cutting costs. Every quarter he would brag about efficiency to the board. I learned the hard way. For 3 years, I was the primary contact for our largest client, a multi-million-dollar account. If they had a problem, they called me. Why? Because I was the only one who actually cared. Trust takes years to build, and apparently Greg never understood that. One afternoon, he called me into his office. HR was sitting there with that fake corporate smile. They told me they were eliminating my position. No warning, no transition plan, just, we will distribute your responsibilities. I tried to warn him. The documentation was incomplete, the systems were complex. Greg just waved his hand, looking so proud of himself. He said, "We will manage." I packed my desk. For the first few days, I was furious. But eventually, life moved on. I started looking for a new role. But the company? The company was already starting to rot. About a week later, my coworker Jake called me.